Now here we have the 400-yard freestyle relay, and watch this one, particularly the team in lane 3. But let's start with lane 1, closest to us, or on the left of your screen right now. That's the University of Minnesota, and swimming first for them will be Mike Stauffer. In lane 2, we have the Hinsdale Community Swimming Association. Swimming first for them is Ray Padovan, but the big roar is for the team in lane 3. That's Yale University. As we said earlier, this may be the fastest college relay team of all time. Swimming first for them is Ed Townsend, and in their heat this afternoon, they set a new American record of 3:10 flat, which bettered the existing mark by 5 8/10 seconds, unbelievably. In lane 4, the New Haven Swim Club, Nick Kirby will swim first for them. In lane 5, Villanova University, Dick McDonough swimming the first lane for them. And in lane 6, Indiana University, Ted Stickles, the medley man, swimming in the freestyle here, because this, as we said, is a freestyle relay. 400 yards. Each man will swim 4 lanes to the pool. This Yale team is composed of Ed Townsend, who's swimming the first leg. He'll be followed by Dave Lyons, then by Steve Clark. Yes. It looks like they've switched the order on us. Steve Clark is going to swim first, and this is something that very often happens in relays. The coaches try to psych each other out by waiting to the last minute and then changing their lineup. So we'll call these fellas for you just as soon as we can see their faces. So Steve Clark is swimming the first leg. The other team members are Ed Townsend, Dave Lyons, and Mike Austin, all of Yale. The listed mark, remember, 3:15.8, but earlier today they swam 3:10 in their qualifying heat. Steve Clark, one of the fastest in the world at the 100-yard freestyle. Probably try to get him off to a real fast start. And there you see the tension building up as a false start is called against the New Haven Swim Club. That was Nick Kirby, the young fellow swimming back now, who pulled the other boys off the blocks there. Ready to go now. If anybody battles Yale, it'll be a big upset. A good start, and Steve Clark takes the lead just that quickly in lane 3 for Yale. But it's very close at this time as they head to the 25-yard mark. And the Yale crowd begins to roar already as Steve lengthens that to about a half a length over Nick Kirby, who is in lane 4, just the other side of it. 50 yards gone. Remember, it's 400 yards altogether. Each man is from 100 yards. Nick Kirby is staying with Steve Clark pretty well, but he's still 3/4 of a length behind. In third place in lane 2 is the Hinsdale team from Illinois. Clark heading for home on the right of your screen, and here he comes. Real good time, but now Nick Kirby is still hanging with him, and it's gained a little bit. It's down to a half a length as they complete the first leg. And the Yale lead goes to a full length. We have less than 300 yards to go now. Yale on the right in the lead. New Haven Swim Club just outside them, however, composed mostly of United States Navy men, officers and enlisted men who are stationed here at Yale, is hanging on in second place and doing a pretty good job of it. However, they lost on that turn pretty badly. Ed Townsend swimming for Yale now is really moving. He's on the right of your screen. Watch him push off. And there is New Haven Swim Club pushing off. Yale out after that record. And there goes the third man on their team. They're out after the record that they set this afternoon of 3:10 flat. That's an unofficial record. The record still listed as 3:15.8 set by Michigan State last year. Pouring it on for Yale. Making that turn again. You may be seeing the fastest 400-yard freestyle relay ever swum any place in the world. In second place still is Hinsdale, Illinois, but they're a good 3 lengths behind. And now the anchor man for Yale, Mike Austin, has gone off. Watch that clock, and remember, the unofficial record that they set this afternoon is 3:10. The old record is 3:15.8. Mike Austin will make this turn, then he has to go down, back, and that'll be it. Well, this great indoor amphitheater here at Yale is really rocking with sound. This is the turn for home. And listen to him and watch the clock. If you see anything better than 3:10 flat, it's never been done before. It's close. It looks like they made it. Unofficially, 3:08 and 1/10. A sensational relay. In second place is New Haven. Third place goes in lane 1 to the University of Minnesota. Steve Jackman swimming the anchor for them, made a great effort. Still couldn't get any closer than about 4 lengths to that sensational Yale relay team of Steve Clark, Ed Townsend, Dave Lyons, and Mike Austin. We'll be back in just a moment with a wrap-up of the men's indoor swimming championships here at New Haven on ABC's Wide World of Sports. Well, what a great championship this has been, and a good deal of the credit for it, I think, has to go to the gentleman standing with me here, Dr. Harold Henning, who is the national chairman of the AAU National Men's Swimming Committee. Dr. Henning, you've done a great job again. Congratulations to you.
Thank you. I've had a good committee to do it, Jim.
Well, we've sure had a pretty good bunch of swimmers here, too, tonight. We've seen an American record in every event that we've seen here on Wide World of Sports. We have seen Chet Jastrzemski win 3 titles for the 2nd year in a row. That may be the last time we'll see him indoors in the AAU because he said he was going to go into medical school next fall. We'll sure miss him, though.
Well, I hope we can plead with Chet to hang on until the Olympic Games.
We'll see about that.
Great loss if he does leave.
He certainly will. We saw Roy Sari come back to upset 16-year-old Don Cholander, the fellow who had beaten him in the outdoors last year. We saw Yale set a phenomenal, almost unbelievable 400-yard relay record by 7 7/10 seconds, breaking the old mark. And we saw Ensign Chuck Fiddick win both of the backstroke events. It was a great championship, and all of the winners and second place men will be going on to the Pan American Games in Sao Paulo, Brazil.